Muslims, and they were attacked by the family of his wife, who was a Pakistani Muslim who had now become Christian, with their children. Once again, the police said that they could do nothing to help them. This is in the UK. This is now. This is this year. I'm not talking about on the other side of the world. I'm talking about something that's happened in 2019. And your government doesn't care. When was the last time you heard any of these virtue signalling hypocrites who talk about Islamophobia, talk about the Christophobia being directed against Christians around the world? When was the last time you heard that word? When? I don't think any of you have. And you know why? Because you all too passive. You all too sheepish. And you allow your government to tell you how the world is, rather than seeing the world with your own eyes. When you see churches being destroyed in Egypt, and churches being destroyed in Pakistan, and churches being destroyed in Nigeria, what do these countries have in common? Is it their ethnicity? No. Is it their language? No. Is it their government system? No. Is it their economy? No. What is it? Islam. Think about that. How is it the same phenomena of persecution against Christians can be identified in country after country after country that are totally independent from one another in every other way except for a shared religion? What is that telling you? What is that telling you? It's not what your governments are telling you, that's for sure, because the government is lying to you. I challenge all of you that might be skeptic, all of you that have bought into that liberal progressive nonsense of Islamophilia, that Islam can do nothing wrong and there's no such thing as a bad Muslim, only a Muslim not following Islam. Go and look up the phenomena of kidnapping Christian children from Christian families. It happens in Nigeria. It happens in Egypt. It happens in Pakistan. It happens in Syria. It happens in Iraq. These are not made up things. But your government will tell you that anyone who points this out is committing a thought crime. Well, if I'm committing a thought crime for speaking up for my own community, I'm guilty as charged, and I'm proud of it as well. Because it's about time that we started speaking truth to the media. And we started speaking truth to the government. And we started speaking truth to those that would wash their hands of the persecution of Christians. Just a few weeks ago, in this very park, we had a Muslim mob chase someone around the park. That was in this park 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 now. It's on video. You can see it yourself. If you tolerate it abroad, it will come here, and you did. And now it's here. And if you tolerate it in any part of the UK or any part of France, you can expect it to get worse, not better. So it's about time all of you brothers and sisters in Christ found your balls and your backbone and you started standing up for the church.
Are you racist? Are you racist?
Am I a racist? Am I a racist?
Against who? Against who?
What are you talking about?
Against
So, let me ask you this question. Who heard me speak up for Egyptian Christians? Put your hand up if you heard me speak up for Egyptian Christians. Who heard me speak up for Nigerian Christians? Put your hand up. Put your hand up if you heard me speak up for Pakistani Christians. Are those the words of a racist? No. But that is the way they try to silence you. If you speak up about the enmity and the hatred that is emanating from quarters of the Islamic community against the Christian church, they want to label you to shut you up. That's what they want to do. Be smarter than them. Understand that they are trying to control the narrative by using labels. You need to expose their absence of correct category thinking. We understand the world through categories of mind. And we receive those categories of mind from the education that we receive by the state, through school, college, and media. It is through those categories of mind that those same forces seek to control the narrative of what is happening in our society. When you understand that truth of how we understand the world through narrative, and you base yourself on a different identity, the identity of the church, which has its own history for 2,000 years, separate from the United Kingdom, separate from the European Union, separate from France or Germany or Italy or Ethiopia or any other country. And you understand that that identity in the church built on Christ has its own history, its own values, and its own beliefs. Then you can speak from that identity about the persecution of our brothers and sisters in such a way that cannot be labelled racist. Because the church is for every race and nation.
Amen.
It is for every people.
Amen.
The church is a unified body across the world.
Well, not quite.
And the cause of our brothers
Catholics,
and
Protestants,
sisters...
Methodist, United Reformed.
I'll deal with that,
the list
Steve.
goes on.
I will deal with that.
The proper his
I will
name.
deal with that. Our brothers and sisters that are being butchered by Boko Haram today are being butchered, and they are Protestant. And Fulani herdsmen, those Fulani herdsmen need to be crushed and brought to heel. And Boko Haram needs to be destroyed. They need to be brought to their knees. And Western governments need to intervene militarily to do so.